Are you guys ready for a special broadcast? This is Hero 77 coming at you from the mean streets of Heron, Illinois. It is now 8:48 in the PM. Are you ready for a very special Father's Day broadcast of Shifty Sunday? Well, if you are, then sit back, relax, undo your slacks, and please, for the love of Pete, grab yourself some snacks because Shifty Sunday begins now. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Shifty Sunday. I'm your host with the most that likes butterfly jam on my toast, Hebro77 here with yet another exciting Shifty Sunday. This is the Father's Day edition broadcast of Shifty Sunday, and I'm standing by with my cohort and co-host, good old Sagittariusly speaking. Sagittariusly, take it away, baby.
Well, hello there, Mr. Hero 77, sir. And yes, it is our exclusive Father's Day special. And it's going to be a good show tonight. I mean, I can just feel the shiftiness in the air. We got some good topics to discuss. I don't know, man. I feel like our audience is just knows that we're going to really bring it tonight. And I know you've had a couple here broadcast here lately where I wasn't present and or able or for whatever reason wasn't able to be here with you, but you held your own, my man. I mean, I have to give you credit. I mean, you had BBA on, you had a Bear Lamb, otherwise known as Lothar, and you guys had some interesting stuff going on. But I tell you what, it ain't nothing like the real deal Holyfield when me and you come together and we're going to bring the heat tonight, my man.
Well, I tell you, Bear Lamb, uh, otherwise known as Lotar 900, he brings it. You know, he brings the action and excitement. And wait, no, that's bone breaking action. Bone breaking action brings the action and excitement, and Lotar 900 brings the realism, and the factual knowledge. To the
Yes,
program.
they are both. I mean, extraordinary individuals. I'm not trying to take anything away from them. I was glad that they were able to be come on here and be with you and do the thing. But even I was watching it and I was saying, I mean, as much as I was enjoying it and whatever, I was like, man, if only that other guy was there. Well, what's his name? But I digress. I think I'm just being a little egotistical myself. I think I might resemble that remark. But the thing is, I'm just so used to hearing that guy, or I
Yeah.
guess myself, on the air with you. I was just feeling a little disappointed because I couldn't hear me.
Well, it's kind of like when you're expecting, your ex to bring your daughter, by herself, and then her man is sitting there riding with her. You know what I mean? It's like you're excited to see your daughter, but at the same time, you don't really want to see your ex's new guy, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a good analogy, I guess. Yeah.
So, yeah,
But
there.
I see that I did notice that um oh shoot, now I can't even say it. Um come on, help me out here. What's her name? Was had came back. Um our the I'm trying to think of
Oh,
one of the
Philo
name.
Fire?
Yeah, Philo Fire. Yeah, I couldn't say her name for some reason, but I noticed she was she had rejoined the ranks. I hope she shows up this evening. Last time I was on the air with you, we were, we had noticed her absence. So whatever it was that was causing her not to be here before, I'm glad that she's able to come back and rejoin us. I hope she's here now. If not, we'll be here soon. I
Well,
do see in the studio
mhm.
and Go Kart Bob.
Yeah,
and Bear Lamb. So he said he was abducted by aliens, by the way.
I believe him.
Mhm. I wonder if they were Canadian aliens. Do you think Canadian
Well,
aliens are different than other aliens?
well, yeah. I mean, for one thing, when they're talking, they say uh, instead of saying we come in peace, they say we come in peace, eh?
Okay, yeah, that would make sense.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And they say we're going to give you an anal probe now, and you're like, hey, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see how that would be the case. I wonder if they drink more than other aliens.
Oh, I don't know, but if they do drink, they probably drink Fireball.
Yeah, that's probably true as well. Man, you really know your Canadian culture, my friend.
Well, I only know it because I get a little bit here from Lotar 900, and I've been inducted by aliens too, Canadian aliens. So they keep me up to speed on these things.
Gotcha. Well, okay. Well, good to know.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I know BBA's been exploring his alien adventures as well. Has he brought anything? Did I miss something new that he may have brought to the table?
Um, I think some nachos and maybe even chicken fries.
Okay. Maybe like a beef burrito.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
But hey, speaking of beef burritos, there was some shenanigans going on while you were away. Dan showed up and he didn't seem like himself. I don't know what was going on, but he just kept going on and on about me talking about the show, and I do appreciate that. But he kept hitting the wrong button
Why
every
is it
time.
he always shows up when I'm not around? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. Some might suspect that you and Dan might be one and the same.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know about all that. I don't see how anybody could draw such a conclusion where we couldn't be. I don't know. I wouldn't say we're totally different, but I mean,
Well,
I don't feel like I resemble him in any way.
oh, you know what? He's been on here when you've been on here at the same time, so I guess we have to exclude that. Um,
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he's never been on, but often he shows up when I'm not here.
but you know what I think the audience does suspect?
What's that?
I think they do suspect that you and BBA are the same person.
Well, I can see how that could be the case. However,
However,
we have been on at the same time as well.
oh
But we,
yeah.
yeah, but he does. I mean, especially when I get excited,
Mhm.
he has that excitement in his voice. That I don't know, that youthful angst, that energetic flow. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just something when he's got an excitable personality, and I have one as well. And
Yeah,
our
I
voices,
noticed when you get excited, like your voice goes up like 2 octaves.
yeah. And then when I get serious, it comes down, and sometimes I'll even whisper into the microphone to enunciate the importance of what I'm trying to tell you. But
Hmm.
yeah, normally I try to keep an even keel, my friend.
But with that being said, today is Father's Day, and I had a pretty good Father's Day. I had two daughters, my girlfriend's daughter and my daughter. And they both hung out, and we all hung out in the bedroom there, and we played potato heads, and
All right, you
and
played potato heads. I mean,
we
like
yeah, well, you know, I
like
got called
Mister
into
and Mrs. Potato Head, like with the actual potato heads.
yeah. Hey,
Okay.
no, it was real potatoes. Like we're that poor. We have
Oh,
to
really? And
yeah.
you just like stuck random things into them and had
Mm,
them talk to each other and stuff.
yeah, that's what it
Okay.
was.
All right.
That's how
Did
poor
you at
we
least
are.
wash the potatoes first?
I think we washed them
Otherwise, your hands probably got kind of dirty.
we washed them afterwards because we
Oh,
were going to eat those potatoes. So
oh yeah. Well, that makes sense.
yeah, but that should be a good poor joke. Like we're so poor we had to actually play with real potatoes.
Yeah, that is that. I mean, I don't know if it's really a joke. I don't see the humor in it.
Well, no, I mean if you are that poor, then I guess you would be playing with actual potatoes.
Yeah, I know, right? Or onions, even.
Yeah, onion head.
Yeah.
They were going to name Slimer Onion Head. That was his original name until the movie came out, and then they actually called him Slimer.
I think Slimer suits him much better.
Hmm.
You know,
But wait, hey, hang on. Before we change subjects real quick, though, Dan loves to call all of us that are YouTubers potato heads.
oh, really?
Yeah,
That's like his preferred pronoun for other YouTubers.
that's right.
All right,
Especially us, Mandela affected guys. And
all right, yeah.
I'm not really too sure the
Does he mean it as a compliment or an insult? I mean, I'm not really sure how to take it. Like, if some
I
guy
think he
came up and
means
said "Hello, Potato Head,"
yeah.
if I should take offense or not.
I think it's because we're all fake because we're full of plastic.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Our
And
lips,
we have false identities because
yes.
we wear cheap plastic. What is the word I'm looking for? Decorative things. Um,
Mhm.
come on, help me out here.
But I don't know what word you're looking for. It would help if I had at least a slight clue. Prosthetics?
Yeah, so yeah, cheap plastic prosthetics.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, there's been times, man, where I wish I could take out my actual eyes and replace them sometimes.
All right. So I
Um,
mean, should I take offense with being referred to as a potato head or no?
you know what? I'm just gonna take it and run with it as a compliment because I would like to think Dan is not that mean of a guy that he would actually he's actually complimenting us when he calls us potato heads.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run with it. Why not? Because in essence, what he's saying is that we are interchangeable.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Okay, I'm with you. I got you.
Yeah. There we go. So I guess
So
that pretty
go
much
ahead.
ends our potato head discussion right there.
Yeah, I mean, but that was rather insightful, and I just never heard anybody refer to other people as. But you know what? He does come up with that unique vernacular. So credit to Dan for that.
Go Kart Bob cracks me up, man. He said, "None of the guests are real. It's just me." So I'm doing your voice right now.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Now, before we get too far carried away, and
Mhm.
with our usual antics and our silly escapades, I do want to say that I did call my dad today and or texted him and told him Happy Father's Day, and I don't know. As I'm getting older and I realize my dad is getting older, I think that
Mhm.
and this is true for Mother's Day, which is already passed, obviously. But if you haven't spoke to your father, because a lot of people have estranged relationships with their fathers, especially as they get older in their years. Yeah, I'm not. I'm just saying, if you give your dad a call, go visit him. Even if you don't, or even if you're not on the best of terms, because you never know when. Another Father's Day might come around and that opportunity no longer exists. So that's my PSA for the day, my friend.
Very well said, man. I like how you broke that down. That was very I don't want to say touching, but very sentimental.
Yeah, it's just one of those things because me and my dad we don't really talk that often, and we're not on the best of terms. And I had to I gave it a second thought before I reached out to him because I didn't want to, I just didn't want to reopen old wounds. You know what I mean? But then I was like, well, I'll be the bigger man, and
Mhm.
I mean, he is my father, and and it turned out to be a positive experience, and I'm glad that I did it because
And
I would hate for you know anything for it to be a missed opportunity.
I will say there's a lot of people out there that don't have that opportunity. Either their father is too old, that has maybe have a debilitating brain disease like Alzheimer's or something like that, and Or maybe he's no longer around, or maybe you don't even know your father, like Lothar said earlier. I saw his comment, and that is true for a lot of people. And you're lucky if you have a father to talk to, if you have someone who is a father figure, as a matter of speaking. Because as I was growing up, my grandfather was a father figure to me because my dad had passed, sadly, or unsadly, I guess, however you want to look at it, when I was like about 6 or 7 years old. So I never really knew my real dad. But with that being said, I went through a lot of stepdads, and one of my favorite stepdads I actually watched die right in front of me. And so I haven't had really much luck with fathers and stuff like that. But as I said, my grandfather was my father growing up, so to speak, and legally too, because my grandparents adopted me. And I never really shared that, on the air so much. But I
Now,
think it's
did
great.
you say something to your grandfather today? Like tell him Happy Father's Day?
You know what? He's not a very sentimental guy like that. But I tell you what I did for him, and a lot of people might find this funny or whatever. But my girlfriend Heather, she wrote him up a whole bunch of cigarettes, like 40 cigarettes, and that was his Father's Day gift, and he really appreciated it. He said thank you. So
All
it
right.
was kind of a silent word between us. It was sort of like we said it without actually saying it.
Yeah, and all the more the same because you do have like I had other male role models or figures, father figures, if you will, in my life, and I wouldn't necessarily feel comfortable being overly sentimental and calling them up on
Right.
Father's Day and being like, "Well, I just wanted to call you on Father's Day and tell you you were like a father." A father to me, but
Yeah.
just have them hang up on me or something.
Right.
But if they were, if there was someone in your life that was that filled that role, even if you don't feel like being that guy on Father's Day, um, acknowledge them in some other kind of small way, like you said, maybe a week later or a couple of days later or whatever. Stop by and see them or give them a call as well. Just use the holiday as a reminder to
Mhm.
acknowledge those who were that figure in your life, even if you don't
Yeah.
reach out to them on that specific day because you feel like it would be like an overly sentimental gesture that would kind of you know be an awkward situation, an awkward moment if you actually did it that way.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, man. My real father was kind of an asshole, from what I heard, and stuff like that. He was not a very good man. Um, so I kind of lucked out in that aspect because I never really knew him, and I only got to see him maybe once or twice, and the way that I saw him was in a good light. So it ended that way, and I'm glad in a way that it kind of did. And even though he passed on to his own devices, which I won't go into full detail about on the air, but it's kind of nice in the way that I didn't know the real him and just knew, that he took me to the park once or twice and actually hung out with me and stuff. And that's really all you need to know as a kid. And I'm glad I didn't see the abusive side of him or the things that he did and so forth. So I guess in a way, I was really kind of lucky in that aspect. And then, like I said, I had my grandfather who basically raised me as a father. So that was pretty cool too. Even though there's some stuff I won't go into about that. But yeah, if you got a father like figure, even if you don't have a father, yeah, like call them up, man. Say, hey, you know what? I don't say it too much, but Happy Father's Day. And the other thing is, before we get too deep into the show with our shenanigans and our memes and whatnot, I do want to say that there is kind of a Mandela effect or a sort of a weird, twisted memory that I have of Father's Day, of sort of it being on a different month.
Huh. Well, I was just reading the comments while you were talking, and I saw Go Kart Bob ask me a question.
Oh yeah.
Um, you want to know how old is my dad? And honestly, I don't know his exact age, and I know that's a terrible thing to say, but I have to openly admit it. Otherwise, I would, I would be lying. But I know he's approximately 20 years older than me, and I'm in my early 50s, so that would put him, late 60s, early 70s,
Hmm.
and I know that he's had in the past 3 to 5 years, he's had several heart surgeries, triple bypasses, stents put
Wow.
in, and all kinds of. I mean, he's had several
Hmm.
scares where so and the doctor has told him that his days are numbered. And one thing that would give him a much better life expectancy would be if he could stop drinking. But um, his argument, he's worked his hard his whole life and he's retired and he enjoys drinking, and he didn't work hard his whole life not to be able to enjoy drinking when he retired. And if it shortens his life and constricts his health, then so be it. He's not going to be told otherwise, and who am I to tell him that he's wrong?
Yeah, I mean, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else, like, and I don't want to get deep into it, but as long as it's not hurting anyone else, like he's not being abusive or anything like that, then sure. Yeah, I mean, why not? Live it up, man.
Well, I mean, it does. It affects his relationships with me and with my brother. And I mean,
Mm.
he's not like he's
But
out
see,
driving or
right.
anything like that.
But
But
that,
I mean, yeah, when you're an alcoholic, it affects your relationship. It
right.
affects your. I mean, the choices he would make if he wasn't drinking are altered. But
Yeah.
at the same time, that's what he chooses for himself, and I can't. I don't know. As much
Yeah.
as I would like to see him quit, and for my own reasons, I have to respect his. I mean, it's his right to do what he wants to do with his life. Even though it does have an effect on me,
Mhm.
it's still ultimately his decision.
Right. And I can believe me, you and I have talked in private before on the phone and stuff like that. And you know what I've told you about my grandfather and stuff, and we won't go into it live on the air, but yeah, I feel pretty much the same way. But let's jump the subject here. We're staying on the Father's Day theme, but kind of jumping the subject. Is that cool?
Yeah, I'm all for it.
So what I was talking about a while ago is I have a different memory of Father's Day being on a different month. And Lotar 900 says he remembers it being in February. Well, I don't remember that, but I do remember this. Okay, my grandfather's birthday occurs in May, May 19th to be exact. And I seem to remember Father's Day for some reason occurring within the same month because I seem to remember getting him a birthday gift and then shortly after giving him a Father's Day gift within the same month. And I don't know why. And I know that that's Mother's Day that occurs in May. But for some reason, I have a strong memory of Father's Day occurring in May and Mother's Day occurring in June. So
No, that
maybe,
is kind of strange.
yeah. So I
Yeah, I
mean,
mean,
maybe it is possible.
I, I mean,
Huh?
I'm sitting here trying to think of logical conclusions. I mean, it is logical that you might remember it as a child being shortly thereafter, simply because it is shortly thereafter. It's
Yeah.
almost like within a month after.
Mm-hmm.
If it's mid May when you say May 19th was his
May
birthday,
19th, yeah.
and then like what's this June 19th now, so it's almost exactly 30 days. So as a child, I mean that a stretch of 3 or 4 weeks can seem like no time at all. However,
However,
in the shifty world we live in today, with so many things changing, I mean, it's not outside the realm of possibilities that in your one of your alternate timelines that's the case. I mean, I mean, who am I to say that it's impossible for that to have occurred?
yeah, I mean, exactly. But I do think I have to agree with you on the fact that because it is like the next month over, that it does seem like it might have run together. And by the way, Connie Joe is in the audience tonight. She says, "Happy Father's Day to all you fathers," and I appreciate that. Thank you. And I gotta say, jumping off of the whole Father's Day um thing for a second, you and I and many people in our audience both probably feel the same way. But Heather is a sky watcher. She loves gazing at the stars and the moon and the sky and stuff like that. And
She likes gays.
gazing,
Oh,
gazing.
okay.
No, 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 no. Although
I
she might be.
misunderstood you, my friend.
I don't know, but no. My point I'm trying to get at is, I sat there and told her. I said, I don't know. I said, when I was younger, I used to love looking up at the sky at the stars, and I
But
even
you
used
like
to like
looking at guys.
skies.
Oh, okay. I'm
See, now
sorry.
you're
Go ahead.
doing the whole Jimi Hendrix thing. He says, "Excuse me, why I kissed the sky," and a lot of people think he's saying, "Excuse me, why I kissed this guy." You know,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was just trying to
yeah.
make sure I heard you correctly. That's all.
Well, you need to take one of those. I don't know, maybe one of those earwax kits.
All
Just
right. Yeah.
yeah.
Got you. I digress. Go ahead.
But no, what I'm trying to get at here is, I used to like to watch the skies when I was younger, and um, I was telling her, I was like, I used to like to watch the clouds and stuff like that and see the formation of clouds. But now when I look up there at the sky and even the stars and stuff, it all looks fake to me. It just all looks like
What do you mean? It looks fake to you?
it just all looks like not cardboard, but like a fake trajectory. It all just looks like the stars aren't really as bright and shiny as they once were. And then we all most of us can agree that the moon is not the same moon that we grew up with. And
Nor is the sun the same sun.
yeah,
So why wouldn't
right,
the stars be slightly altered
right.
as well? Okay, yeah, I see your logic there.
That's where I'm getting at. And the stars just they don't look the same. They just look like they're propped up there. And do you remember like when you were a kid and you were watching the stars and you could kind of see them move at certain times of the night and you see them like shift over and you could see like the Big Dipper, the Little Dipper, the Orion's Belt, and all these
I
different
do
things.
recall that seeing like I recall as a child that granted I lived in the country, so I had less I could see the stars clearer, I guess is what
Mhm.
I'm trying to say. But even with that being said, they do seem a little less, I don't know, bright, a little less sparkle in the stars in the sky here as of late. But I can't necessarily say what I would attribute it to. But one thing I can say for certain is that when I used to watch the stars as a child, usually no more than 10, 20 minutes, half hour at the most would
Uh-huh.
ever go by, and I would see a shooting star.
Mhm.
Um, Most often, at least two or three shooting stars, and that and I can't remember the last time I've seen a shooting star. Like, and I know I don't watch the sky nearly as often, but I still, when I go outside in the middle of the night it's a clear night, I still take a minute or a few to stare up at them, and the first constellation that usually jumps out at me is Orion, and then
Mhm.
I look for the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper, and then I try to see what other, I look for Sagittarius and a
Oh, of
couple other
course. Oh, you got to look
constellations.
for Sagittarius.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you can't always see it. You can see it usually in late summer, early
Well,
fall.
Sagittarius doesn't always show itself, but when it does,
Yeah,
whoa,
oh
brother.
brother.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I do know I will say that I don't see shooting stars nearly as often.
I tell you what happened to me the other night. Last night we were driving around and I looked up and I said, Heather, look at that. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, man, that there's like a red flashing thing up there. And it didn't look like, how airplanes have the red and the green and they're usually flashing, and you can tell if it's an airplane because in the pattern, like it's flying, like almost straight,
Yeah.
And but this did not fly straight. It was almost like in its own little pattern, like it was bobbing sort of back and forth, and then it would go in a circular motion and then back again. I'm like, no, this dude, that is red, but it's not like a red flashing light like you'd see on an airplane. It was like a red light where it was a constant glow. And she's
You
like, well,
might
that
you might have seen a drone because I
well,
tell you what, when I was staying at the hotel
this
before I
was
moved
pretty
in
high
here,
though. This
I,
was
I
pretty.
saw a few drones and they freaked me out. I wasn't accustomed to them being in the air around me, but
Yeah,
I'm not saying for sure that's what you saw. I'm just saying
yeah,
that that they are out. A lot of people own drones now, and they fly them up there, and they do go pretty high, and they go pretty
yeah.
far. I mean, some of them you can
I mean,
travel as far as 5 or 10 miles.
I get that, but this had just like a single glowing light. Don't most drones have almost like the airplane lights?
Honestly, I don't know what the laws are on what lights they have to have. I mean, I know, or if it has to blink or what. Honestly, I'm not familiar with. I couldn't say one way or the other.
I wish I would have filmed it because this was not blinking. This was almost like a constant glow, like a glowing star almost. You know how a glowing star does, but this was like a red glowing star. She's like, well, isn't that Mars? I'm like, I don't think you could really see Mars that close up. And if you could, isn't it only on a certain night that you can really kind of see Mars? And why would it be kind of like flying in the pattern? That's weird.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I trust your discernment. It's hard to say, my friend.
Hmm? I don't know. I just thought it was weird and sort of worth pointing out. I just wish I'd have filmed it.
Yeah, and even so, might not have done it justice because a small light in the night sky, even when you capture it on camera, it rarely looks the same as it does to the natural eye. Now, had I
Right.
been there with you, I could have, and I was able to see it standing there next to you. I could give you a better synopsis as to what my opinion is. But other than that,
Hmm.
it's merely, I just merely have to go by what you say.
Well, I think next year I'm going to what's that um, in Florida? Destin. I'm going to Destin, Florida next year, so maybe I'll be close to you.
Yeah, maybe I can come up and visit you.
Yeah, we'll be staying in a hotel.
Yeah, well, maybe we could go to the beach or something and look at the stars, my friend.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
that'd be kind of cool. But I see some of the chat here, and BBA is saying from now on, it's "Excuse Me as I Kiss This Guy in My Head," the Jimi Hendrix song.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then BBA says, "LOL, BBA." That's what I always thought Jimi Hendrix said. And, then later on, Go Kart Bob says, "So I thought Jimi Hendrix was gay. I mean, just look at the dress, look at how he dressed, and then he's got a rainbow sign. You know, rainbows used to be the sign for peace and love, and now they're kind of the sign for peace and love, but a different kind of love."
Yeah, it's been hijacked. The rainbow has been hijacked by the
Oh yeah.
LGBTQ community. I mean, but it is what it is, my friend.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, I mean, it's not like I was going to get a rainbow bumper sticker anytime soon, anyway.
Well, the thing is, though, it kind of ruins it for us who kind of like rainbows. It's kind of like that song, Rainbow Connection. It's like now it kind of has a different meaning, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, hey, I would say if you want to represent a rainbow, man, represent the rainbow.
Yeah. Well, the only rainbow I'm going to be representing is Skittles.
Okay.
Yeah. Taste the rainbow, but I don't want to taste their rainbow. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, then I guess you are going to get any Skittles. Then.
No, not those kind of Skittles. But hey, let's jump to another subject here, my friend.
All right, we do have lots to cover this evening, by the way.
Oh, we do. It's been a very busy week, and in fact, my girlfriend Heather, she come up with a very interesting thing that she found on Facebook, and we will be covering that later on in the show. That is a more serious topic for our show. However,
However,
there is, we do have the "What Do You Mean" memes coming up here shortly.
uh-huh.
And I think there's a couple things that you wanted to talk about as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Did you hear about what happened to Mr. Joe Biden over the weekend or whatever?
I heard he fell off his bike.
Yeah, he actually did.
Mhm.
I have the links here. You want to take a look at that? I mean, let me drop them in here for you.
Maybe he just wanted to, he just wanted to be like, what's his name, lead singer of Queen. He wanted to ride his bicycle, just wanted to ride his bike. Anyway, yeah, I'm horrible at singing, but yeah, let's get to that link, my friend. Freddie Mercury, that's who I was thinking of. But yeah, he didn't have a very successful venture at it.
Yeah, they made lots of memes off of it. I just put the link in. I sent it to you in Hangouts. This is just the actual footage of him falling down.
Was that in Shifty Sunday or our personal hangouts?
I just sent it to your personal Hangouts right underneath the StreamYard link.
Okay. Oh boy. Twitter?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. No, I don't want to blah blah blah.
I remember watching it. And I'm like, I don't even really see how he fell. And so I was trying to figure it out. And then, so what you guys know when you go to watch it, it looks like he had his foot still on the pedal, but he thought he had placed it on the ground.
Mm.
So you tell me what you think when you watch it.
Well, let's get the share screen up. You would think I'd be an expert at this by now. There we go. And yeah, let's check it out, man. Oh, wait a second. He was stopped. How the hell? Oh man. You know what? I wish we had that in slow motion. That's the only thing is he was stopped. Dude, check this out. I wish I could. Is there any way we could slow this down? Look at this. He just, boom, right there, boy. Man, he wiped out bad. Oh. Oh, man. Karma. 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 That's all I got to say. Karma for raising the gas prices. There we go. One more time. Let's see if I can. Yeah, you can't. The lady in the hat's kind of blocking the view there. And then he just falls over. Like he just I don't know. How the hell do you? It's not letting me exit full screen. Sorry, folks. Hang on. It's, you see, I'm pressing the button, but it's not letting me exit. We got a problem here. Hold on. Okay. I think I just solved it. All right. So let's get Saji back in here. Let me go ahead and remove the. Did you see that? Are you here with us, Saji? Hello? Let me read some comments here while Saji's getting his Yeah, he forgot to change his energizers. That's oh man. Let's see here. Honest Hunter Biden, my pops falls off his bike and gets up and rides away. My pops is an excellent physical elf. Yeah, well, I don't know, man. That seems kind of maybe his shoelace got stuck. I got my shoelace stuck in the bike once, and that's not very pleasant. But I didn't see any of that happening. Um he lost his balance. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of see that, but at the same time, he was just standing still. Like he wasn't even there was no movement. How the heck do you lose your balance when there's no movement? I mean, he was just I again, I don't like to see old people fall or nothing like that, but I don't know. That was kind of weird, man. Okay, so it seems as though we've lost Saji for a moment. So I don't know what we're gonna do without Saji because he's kind of part of the show. Toe clips. Hey, we got DD74 in the house. Very good to see Mr. DD74. Watch his foot. Okay, well let's kind of see that footage again. Let me bring it in there. We'll watch his foot. Yeah, if you see right here, like his left foot here looks like it kind of gets caught up in this pedal type thing. Maybe it's I don't know. But he's just coasting. He's coasting along there. And then now watch his left foot. It's off the pedal, but it's off the pedal. There's nothing getting caught. Look. Let me rewind that. He's off the pedal. He's already hit both legs are on the ground. Like do you see that? How are you not able to stop that? I mean, even I don't know. And it's my computer's doing something weird here. I don't know. Maybe that's why Saji got cut off. Let me go ahead and remove that and let's put Saji back in the stream. Saji, can you hear me? Oh, his right foot. I guess I was saying left when I meant right. It doesn't look like that's what happened. Toe clips, it's happened to me and I'm an athlete. See, I don't see that though. I didn't see him. Saji, can you hear us? Well, folks, we've lost Saji. Tell you what I'm gonna do here real quick. Let me bring Heather in here. Let's see if she wants to be on the air. Well, wait. We might have got Saji back. I don't know. Saji, you back, bud? Hello? I tell you what. Let's take a look at that footage. I don't see any toe clips. The lady in the yellow hat is kind of blocking or obstructing her view here, so yeah, I mean right here you see his toe is in like the pedal strap, so to speak. And then you see it kind of come off. It's off his foot, dude. Oh wait, no. Looks like he's kind of caught in it. You're right. No, look. He's out of it. Dude, he's totally that toe strap is out of it when we see that. And then he takes the other leg and moves it inward. And well, there's the crash. So it looks like to me his foot's free. See how it's it's out of the pedal. Like it's not even like there's nothing. Oh no, it's still in the pedal. Okay. Yeah, looks like he got hung up. That's what it is. He got hung up in that pedal. But still, that's for the gas, man. It's what you get. So, okay, there's that clip. So yeah, bone breaking action and DD74 was right in a way, I guess. Okay, let me stop the sharing altogether. See if Saji's got his voice back. Saji, testing 1 2 3 testing. Saji, can you hear us? Oh shit, we lost Saji. Saji's been lost in a terrible microphone accident, and he will be missed. He will be missed. Oh my goodness. Poor Saji is gone, and it's regrettable. But you know what? It's not that regrettable, because guess what? Guess what, folks? Damn this phone. Yeah, it is pretty funny. You're right, and I think it is instant karma. It is for what he's done to this country and for everything that he's, all the evil that he stands for. I mean, it's just, what the hell? Damn this phone, son. All the evil he's done to this country. I mean, the first day in, he signs an executive order to stop the flow of the pipeline. First day in office, writes an executive order to cut off the pipeline. Several pipelines, not just the one. But anyway, Saji is gone, but he's not forgotten. So here is a little ode to Saji, if you will. Please bow your head, and let's have a little silent moment for Saji. Here we go. Dang it. Wait, no, here we go. And also, you guys get points if you could name this tune. Well, not this tune, because they're laughing and shit. What the hell? Well, who cares? Anyway, here's the ode to Saji.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, I was going to play a tune for you, a specific tune. Here. This is what I was going to play. It took me forever to get it up here, though. This stupid... let's see if the audience can guess what this is real quick.
All right.
Can you guess what it is?
I mean, I'm familiar with it, but I just can't think of the name of it.
Well, it was played on the radio for several weeks during the year that movie came out.
Oh, the Titanic thing.
Yes, thank you. See, we missed you, man. We missed you, and I was going to play My Heart Will Go On, but it took forever to get to YouTube on my phone, so.
Gotcha. Now, did you ever get to the second link?
No, I was waiting for you to come back on.
All right. Well, for some reason, I fell off once you actually hit play, but I think I'll be able to stay with you this time. And since you didn't play the second one, go ahead and play the third one, because I think it gives us a better idea as to what caused Joe Biden to fall off his bike.
Oh, yeah. This is the, you know what I was going to say, and I won't say it till after we watch this clip. But yeah, let me go ahead and get my share screen back up. And like I said, I hope it doesn't drop you off again, man, because that was heartbreaking.
Yeah, I know, but if so, I'll be back shortly afterwards once you get done watching it.
All right, here we go. There's my screen. Is this it? Maybe this is the reason why he fell off his bike. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There's the reason. I was going to mention the falling up the stairs bit because I think I mentioned that on a show. Actually, one of the shows that you were absent from. Uh-oh. Oh my God, I think we lost Hedgie again. No. Do 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 do.
Yeah, so I mean that's just
There he is. Hey, Saji. Glad to have you back, brother. We can't hear you again. Oh no, we lost him again. I guess I should shut up. Guess I should start humming again. Oh my gosh. Near, far, wherever you are here in my heart, and my heart does go on. Oh man.
I mean I don't
Oh no, he fell off again. Yeah, you were botted, man. Yeah, Trump's balls caused his big balls caused Joe Biden to fall every time. Oh, Saji, do I have to sing the first chorus again? Oh my God.
no. I think I'm back now.
Okay, thank God. For the
So
audience.
did that provide clarification for the audience as to what might have happened?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
But I think I am going to have to get back up though. If you do fall off again tonight, I might have to get Heather in here to take over for you.
Well, I mean, all I can say is I hope that I can be here for the memes. I hope when you go to show the memes, I don't fall out.
Yeah, well, if you do fall out, I hope you have a fallout shelter.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah, there you go. Well, hey, speaking of memes, did you say you have memes?
Yeah, let's go ahead and bring one up and see what happens. If you, I do have some memes. Well, what do you mean? What do I mean? Do I have some memes?
I was about to say, what do you mean? What do I mean? What do you mean you have memes?
I mean, I got some memes.
All right, well, let's get the meme music going because
All right. And I'm going to forewarn the audience right now. I found a collection of memes that the title of the thread was "Show Us Your Worst Memes," and by worst I mean most offensive, dark humor, bad taste, those kind of memes. So if
Oh,
you're
so
if you're easily offended, just leave the room right now. If you can't stand a little bit of dark humor or bad taste, and that's just too much for you and your lightheartedness, then these memes are not for you.
It's bad when you gotta have a pre-warning.
When you gotta put a disclaimer. No, I did not. I did not make these memes, and I don't. Neither do I support nor condone all of the behavior that they may imply. However, I did think they were funny and funny enough to be on the show. So, again, like I said, if you're easily offended, these might not be the memes for you.
Well, the one rule we had is don't be lame. So let's not be lame. And here's one of the first "What do you mean" memes of tonight. And I better not be lame and share my screen. There we go. I'm not quite sure what this means, but there you go.
All right, and I'm still here, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, that's not a meme. Go ahead and go past that. That's something we're going to talk about later.
Okay.
Skip the picture after it as well.
My bad. Yeah. Okay, here's a meme. I'm pretty sure this is a meme.
Yeah, that's a meme. All right. Putin's price hike. Oh, wait, I see. Do you see what's going on here in this meme?
Oh, yeah.
They would like to have us believe that the price hike is Putin's price hike. Yeah. Good thing we got good old Fred, good old Fred to help us out.
That's right.
Yeah.
If it weren't for him, man, and the rest of the meddling kids, they would have never figured it out. Well, we figured it out because we got a smart audience.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. All right. On to the next. Good meme.
And this lady wanted to say, she had an important message, and she said, I have both Brian's and a vagina, and I use both. And I'm just curious how many Brian's she has.
Well, I mean, maybe a lot.
Yeah.
You know.
But, I mean, who's Brian anyway, and what does he have to do with it?
Well, apparently there are a lot of them, so.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's her message. She wanted us to know it.
Yeah, this is what he needs to get, a little tricycle or something with training wheels at least,
Yeah, I think this would probably better suit him.
Yeah.
Going forward.
I would think so.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I like that one. That's a good one. Now, what's this? Oh. One that's going to make you think.
Yeah, one of my Caucasian friends couldn't wait to show me his new Malcolm X tattoo. I just didn't have the heart to tell him.
So, wait a minute. Is that Denzel Washington?
Yes, he played in the movie. He played Malcolm X in the movie.
I like their shoes, though. I will say that.
Right. I mean, that's an incredible likeness of Denzel Washington.
It is. Yeah.
However, it's not who we thought he was getting. I guess the tattoo artist. Now, who do you blame for that? Do you blame the guy that got the tattoo, or do you blame the tattoo artist for, maybe the tattoo artist thought that's what Malcolm X actually looked like?
Well, I mean, today's society, they probably watched the movie and thought, oh, that's real life.
Yep.
I mean, who knows?
Yeah. I know. What would you, I mean, okay, so do you think even to this day, I mean, how long do you think anyone would you tell, if I came and I showed you my new Malcolm X tattoo, would you be good enough friend to tell me that that's not Malcolm X, or would you be like, man, maybe I shouldn't just tell him?
I'm not even good enough of a friend to tell you if you got a bug hanging. So
okay.
I mean,
so I can't count on you.
No.
All right. Well, let's keep it going.
Yeah, here we go.
All right. Well, I thought this was an interesting image. It says, many schools used to have rifle teams, and students brought guns to school. Nobody shot anybody. And they says, guns aren't the problem. Our society has decayed.
Well, I'll tell you.
I think there's a lot of truth to that. What do you think?
There is, and I'll tell you another thing, man. I can remember back in high school, we had a shop teacher, and Back in those days, and particularly in my area, we used to the weekend before deer season started. He would say, "Now, all of you who are going deer hunting, you got to have a note. Um, it could be from a parent or whatever, but you got to have a note saying that you're going deer hunting that day, and you'll be excused from school."
Yep.
And this goes to show you how times have changed. You are allowed to bring. The shop teacher brought his bow and arrow in the school to show the students. It's kind of like a show and tell type of deal, I guess. And
Right.
he brought his bow in there, and some of us, we were allowed to bring shotguns.
Yep. And then I'm sure you kept them, like they held them for you while you were there.
Yeah,
Probably. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
But still, it wasn't such a scared culture that because you're walking up to the school in the morning with your shotgun that people thought you were coming to shoot everybody.
right. Yeah. And another thing is, I remember I used to carry a pocket knife every day, no matter where it was. And now, if you pull out a pocket knife to clean your fingernails, everyone looks at you like you're a mass murderer.
Yeah, I know. I really do think that our culture has decayed. I mean, the school shootings was never a thing back in the day, and I think you attribute it to the decay of our culture, and also just the way the kids are now. Like the way the schools are nowadays, the way we're indoctrinated, the crazy. So many people have mental illnesses now, more so than they ever did before. It's just not the same. It's just the world just isn't the same place it used to be.
Some of those mental illnesses, by the way, I think are kind of made up. I mean, I'm not dismissing mental illness. I think it's a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
However, years ago, have you ever heard of so many disorders? I mean, you have social anxiety disorder. You have social distancing disorder. You have what do they call it? Social detachment disorder. You have
it's to give you medication, and then you actually have a disorder. You might have just been normal with a normal rambunctious child. They've created the disorder by putting you on 17 different psychedelics, my friend.
ADHD and stuff like that. And I do believe that in some form or another they do exist. I mean, they were giving children Ritalin, back in my day. Certain things. But I'll tell you a short story real quick that happened to me. Is they actually had me on Ritalin, and what it did is it would make me fall asleep in class. So they had to take me off of it because it was doing the opposite of just making me sit there and concentrate. It was so bad that it was making me fall asleep, so they had to take me off of it.
So instead of standing on your desk, you started drooling on your desk.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
Okay. Yeah,
I think so much of this medication stuff is the pharmaceutical companies. Just they have to make that buck, and the government knows that's a money making thing. It's do you suffer from falling asleep at night? There's a pill for that. Do you suffer from staying awake during the day? There's a pill for that. Do you suffer from calming down? There's a pill. I mean, there's a pill for everything. It's ridiculous.
There's a pill for the side effect of the pill that you're taking a side effect from, for the pill that's a side effect from the side effect of that other pill that you originally didn't even need in the first place.
Yeah, there are so many. That's another thing we were talking about the other day, is there's so many side effects for all these so-called prescription medications. And yet when you get something natural, like a natural remedy, or like THC, for an example, which seems to really help with a lot of stuff. It helps with anxiety. It helps with hunger issues. It helps with sleep disorders. It helps with so many things, but yet they want to prescribe about 16 to 20 different medications, which has so many adverse side effects that it's horrible.
Right. I mean, yeah. If you make the kid a bowl of Fruit Loops with extra sugar in it and a Mountain Dew for breakfast and send him to school, of course the teacher's going to say that he needs to be on ADHD medicine.
Yeah.
But I digress. Let's keep it moving, my friend.
Oh, yeah. Let's move along. Speaking of medications and pharmaceutical companies and drugs and stuff, here we go.
Yeah,
that's awful.
I don't know if you know about the Beebs, but that's a photo he recently uploaded of himself where he's got some type of semi-facial paralysis, and people are speculating that it may be as a result of what the image is indicating here, and that speaks for itself.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about it. In fact, we can't talk about it.
Oh, I think that we've made the point.
Yep. Let's move on.
Notice I said point, but
the point. Yeah, gotcha.
All right. I thought this says a refreshingly honest school bumper sticker. So I'm like, okay, well, let's see what it says. My kid is an honor student at a dumbed down government indoctrination camp.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I think it was funny. Like, I think it was in the late 90s or early 2000s. They actually had bumper stickers that said, my kid will beat the shit out of your honor student.
Right. I remember seeing that one for the first time.
Yeah. But actually, I can't complain about this too much because I had one of those honor student bumper stickers.
All right. Did your mom put it on the car?
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
All right.
I made the honor roll one time, and that was enough.
That's all it took.
Yeah.
It's like getting beating the wing eating challenge. You just got to do it one time, and you can wear the T-shirt forever.
That's right. Just like Shifty Sunday. I came all this way. What was it? 1,000 light years away, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
Yeah, that's another great example, and which is available on Teesprings, by the way.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Good point. All right, next one.
All right. When you call in special forces, then they're actually special.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Oh really? My bad. But I mean, he looks like he does a really good job, nonetheless.
Well, I'll tell you what, he probably would have done a better job at that school shooting than some of those cowards.
I would concur. I think I would have more faith in that guy than any of those other cops that were there. That's for sure.
That's right. Yep. And now there's this.
Doctor, take this medication after food.
No.
Yeah. Nobody's safe here, my friend. These are the worst of the worst. Did I not warn you of that?
The thing is, there's 1 million starving kids in Africa. But you know what would solve that problem?
I'm afraid to ask.
Condoms.
Okay. Ooh.
Hey, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
All right.
There wouldn't be 1 million starving kids if.
All right. There would only be 500,000. I see what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
All right. All right, let's see here. Grandpa, why are you driving so fast in the wrong lane? Grandma is waiting, but she's dead.
Oh, no. It almost looks like his expression changed, even though it didn't.
I know, right? Because of the close-up? Yeah.
Yeah.
In other words, he can't wait to see Grandma again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then there's this. Dad's second car crash this week.
Oh
Ooh,
boy. Oh,
yeah,
ouch. Yeah.
yeah. That's that. Talk about Father's Day special.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And it is Father's Day, so that kind
yeah.
of yeah, that fits.
Mm,
Hey, by the way,
uh-huh.
got a question to ask you,
All right.
if I can remember this correctly. What did one casket say to the other casket?
I don't know. Tell me.
Why you coughing?
Okay.
Yeah, it's a bad dad joke. Hey, another Father's Day thing,
Right. All right. They're only getting worse from here, guys.
Oh boy.
All right. Dad, what's dark humor? See that man with no hands over there? Go ask him to clap. But Dad, I'm blind.
Oh. Wow. Yeah. Okay, good thing you gave that warning at the beginning.
Yeah, I know.
Oh boy.
I like to call this move the crucifixion.
Hey, I tell you, I wish we had Armor on the show. But no, seriously, what do you think he would say to this? You think he would laugh?
I'm not sure. I mean, I borderline feel blasphemous for having it on here. But I know at the same time, Jesus did have a sense of humor.
Yeah, true. True. And he did come back from that. So
Yeah, he did.
I have done that move so many times and did not know the name of it. I'm glad that he clarified it, by the way.
Right?
Yeah. Oh boy, this one's good. I saw this one. F, my mom's gonna kill me. F, my mom's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
Oh no. Do I
Yeah.
have to explain it or
No, I think it pretty much is. It's just it's the micro and the macro, my friend.
okay.
Yeah. The baby is saying the same thing that her mom is saying, which is the
Right.
same thing she's afraid her mom will say.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, where's Fizzy Pop when you need her for this one?
All right. Therapeutic dog helping rape victims in Afghanistan, my friend.
I'm not quite sure. I guess there's a lot of goats in Afghanistan.
Well, yeah, and they're famous for being used for certain
Right.
deviant acts.
I get it. I
Yeah.
always thought that was just in the South here in America, though.
Oh no, it's rather popular in Afghanistan, from what I understand.
Oh, okay. Well, it happens, I guess.
Yeah, and just like that, Democrats brought back the 1918 blank, the 1929 depression, the 1968 race riots, and the 1973 gas shortage, all at the same time.
Bow. Yep. So
Talk
true.
about, using all the plays in the playbook.
Mm-hmm. Forrest Gump ain't lying. He ain't lying, man. He's speaking truths there. How was school? Blech. Rainbow.
Yeah. Speaking of rainbow.
Yeah, we were talking about rainbows. I don't know if we talked about it here on the air, but You know, rainbow used to stand for something, and it wasn't quite what it is now. You know.
Yeah, I concur.
Yeah. Yeah, they're teaching that stuff in school, and we will get to something else they're teaching in school here in a few minutes after the memes.
All right, Zelm, don't come back here with your bullshit. Me coming back with my bullshit.
Could that be applied to Democrats also?
Well, yeah, I guess so.
You know that I will have to say this. That's probably me too.
Yeah.
Coming back with my bullshit. You know, just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, now here's some Masters Universe ones. This one will touch me deeply, but hopefully not as deeply as what she's talking about.
I'll let you read it.
If a woman sleeps with 20 men, she is a slut. But if a guy does it, he is gay. He is definitely gay. Yeah.
Nice Skeletor voice, by the way.
Why, thank you. Thank you.
Might as well read the next one, too.
Me running from library after putting... Hold on. Let me do that again. Me running from library after putting biology books in the LGBTQ plus section. There you go. And I even did the laugh.
Yes. Now, that would be Skeletor's petty version of revenge now, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
All right. Let's see here. This is what happens when you actually go fuck yourself.
You know, this kind of puts me in mind of you watch The Simpsons?
Uh-huh.
You remember Milhouse's parents?
Yeah.
They look almost exactly identical.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's exactly what this meme reminds me of.
Well, underneath this particular meme, somebody else posted another meme, or another photo, I should say, which is the next photo in succession.
Oh boy. Yep.
This is Bill and Hillary back when they were just cousins.
Yeah.
Not saying that they were just cousins, but I mean, the picture does speak for itself.
Why does Hillary's eyebrows here remind me of the Lorax? Remember the Lorax?
I don't know. They are rather thick. It makes you realize that. I mean, she probably has to use a men's razor. Is all I'm saying.
that kind of got a unibrow thing going on there.
Yeah.
Mm.
Bill looks rather. His cheeks are rather rosy, I might add.
Yeah. Yeah. Scribble, change my mind.
Yeah. His expression too.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. You know, I don't know. That'd be a tough one.
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, I guess I could go try. At least see if I get a free tablet or something.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. That's funny.
All right, I was thinking of Bear Lamb when I found this one.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, this would definitely be up his alley, so to speak.
Yeah, what does Justin Trudeau and a turtle on a post have in common? what do you mean? What is Justin Trudeau and a turtle on a post having common? Well, let's find out.
Mhm.
Well, he didn't get there by himself.
Mhm.
He doesn't belong up there, meaning like, in his place in government.
Mhm.
He doesn't have any idea what to do now that he's there. You wonder who could have thought it was a good idea in the first place. And he's elevated beyond his ability to function.
None of
there you
that.
have-
They're not wrong.
No, that is very factual information.
Mhm. Definitely not misinformation.
No, or disinformation.
Mhm.
No.
Hmm.
All right. My teacher told me that guns kill people. I told her my pencil failed my math exam.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, that kid's got a good point.
He's off to a great start. He'll find a really good job when he graduates.
That I made a joke there, but I guess it went over everyone's head.
Good point. Is that what you said?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, a number 2 point, my friend.
Mm-hmm. If only he could just erase his mistake, though.
Yeah, or sharpen his wit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Driver, my pronoun is they. Officer, well, here's another ticket.
Oh, classic.
Yeah. Actually, he should have gave her 2 more tickets. Just saying.
Well, yeah, for day, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here's.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, I was
Go
going to
ahead.
say, here's another Forrest Gump one. Oh, wait. No, that's just a duplicate. Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
No, that's it. That's all I had.
Okay. Oh, here's one for a member of our audience who's watching tonight.
All right. You want to read it?
What? Yeah. Daddy, they got my laptop. No shit.
They look. I mean, the way they did the Photoshop of their faces too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Whoop.
If you know, then you know.
Yeah. And if Hunter Hearst O'Biden is in the audience, then he knows.
Yes, then he should know.
Oh no. This next one. Oh no.
When your parents have no money for Disney World, my friend.
Yeah. I mean, you can create your own Disney World.
Yeah. See all the pretty lights and the fuzzy animals dancing and parading down the street.
Yeah.
Not that I would ever endorse or condone such behavior.
Oh no. That's terrible. We're probably going to hell for all this.
Yeah, I mean, I warned you before we started, my friend.
You did this disclaimer at the beginning.
It looks like you're pregnant. I'm pregnant? No, but it looks like you are.
Oh no. Yeah. Fat is where it's at. Fat is, yeah. The new normal,
Mm-hmm. Suicide hotline. How can I help you?
Oh.
Go ahead. Do the rest.
I'd like to place an order. Oh no. If you know, then you know.
Yep.
Oh boy.
She's probably got her own, like, press 2 if you know the party's extension.
Right, yeah. Hell, she probably is the party's extension.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we're calling for. They're probably calling from a pizza place, by the way.
Oh
Pizza.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All right. I just want to read some books to your chicken.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. See, this is where Armor would come in. He's always talking about this.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Would you let the wolf read some books to your chickens, my friend?
Some of them. No. Some chickens were meant to no, I'm just kidding. There we go.
This is how tequila works, my friend. If you
I
notice,
believe-
if you look inside the glass, it gives you tequila vision.
See, I think this is how all alcohol works,
Oh, okay.
not just tequila.
Gotcha.
And I guess it depends on how skinny your glass is too.
Yes, or how or the dimensions of the original object.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what do we got going on here? Looks like a guy being interrogated. Let's see. So when did you notice your wife was dead? Well, the lovemaking was the same, but then the dishes started to pile up.
You know what's funny is I won't say this out loud or on the air. I won't say who this is to, but I feel him. I really do.
You mean when he said you felt that? Okay, I got you.
Yes. Yeah. That's all I'll say about that one. Yeah.
All right. You I mean, I don't have any deceased
Well,
anybody.
not at the moment. No.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, guy thinking, let her know you won't come inside her. Guy says out loud, I'm a Uvalde police officer.
Okay. Yeah.
He goes, he's not going to come inside and with it shooting or anything.
Right.
Yeah. Her kids will be safe.
Yeah, if you know, you know. That's another one of those.
Or actually, they won't be safe, but I digress.
Right.
Think that's the last one, or darn close to it.
No. Here's one more.
All right. The media, January 6th, in the January 6th committee. In case you weren't sure what was going on with January 6th.
Right. Yeah. We talked about this a few times, and I'll tell you what. I think somebody commented on, because we were talking about, I don't know if I should bring this up or not, but the Juneteenth type of thing. And the only thing I'm going to say is, it's funny how when other people did it, it was called peaceful protesting. But when someone else did it, it was an act of terrorism. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that it made it more right or that it actually happened. However, I will say that there seems to be double standards involved when it comes to that sort of thing. Just saying. That's it.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah. And also, Weekend at Bernie's. What a great movie that was. I used to love that movie. Oh, here's one more. Yeah.
Go ahead.
How to get stoned without smoking weed. When I first saw this one, I thought they were simply blowing smoke into each other. But then I realized, oh, yeah, over there, see, yeah. That's a different kind of stoned. So, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Definitely.
there you go.
That's the last one, though, right?
That is the last of the What Do You Mean memes. So good stuff there, man. Good find, Saji. I really like those.
Believe it or not, there were some that I actually had to throw out because they were just too bad.
They were too bad? You mean, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of those were pretty damn bad too.
Yeah, no, so that just to let you know that there was even worse ones than that. I felt that they were just too much. Like, even for I mean, I like even the Jesus one, I almost threw that one out. But like you said, I really feel like that Jesus has a sense of humor. I mean,
Yeah.
and I know that I know I personally how I personally feel about Jesus, and I felt, and when I conferred with him, he seemed like he was okay with it. But that's what my discernment told me anyway.
Wow. Hey, here we got. While I was doing the memes, we got Philo Fire, DD74, or Vormax came in while we were doing the memes. Eddie Von Keen, or Eddie Von Kuhn, I like to call him. So we had some people pop in while we were doing those memes.
All right. Well, it's good to see you, Philo Fire. I mentioned you earlier, by the way.
And you know how the saying goes. You might not see someone for a long time, and then as soon as you mention their name, they pop right in.
Yes, they do. All right. So,
yes,
I hope everybody did enjoy the memes.
With a needle and thread.
Yes. I hope everybody enjoyed the memes nonetheless.
There was some, I tell you what, as dark as those were, they were funny. I'm not going to lie. So,
all right.
Yeah. So, what other topics have we got for tonight? And also, Sweet Connie Joe says, thanks for the memes.
All right. We'll go back to those first two pictures real quick since we were looking at memes.
Okay. Oh, yeah. The one you had me sit to the side. All right. Let's, hold on. Geez. Let's see. Yep. There's the first one. Let me go ahead and get it on the screen here. Hope we don't lose you. Oh, where the heck? Oh, there we go.
All right. Now, this is the new coin collection that the Vatican is releasing to raise money for the Ukraine and to show support for getting people needing to get vaccinated.
I mean, yeah, sure. Why not?
And you can see the image here is a teenage boy, I presume, and his mom. No, I guess that's a doctor standing behind him, or a young man and a doctor standing behind him.
Right.
And then somebody administering the, you know what. And then another thing people take note of is the darkness around the person that's got you see that?
Mm-hmm.
And then his finger that's on the table is pointing down to the 0.
Oh, wow.
Now, what kind of symbolism is that? I'm not really sure. And obviously, you have the cross in the background, but I mean, that's nothing really.
Well, it's from the Vatican, so.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah, go ahead.
There's a lot of symbolism in this, but we could We could spend a whole show just talking about this alone. I mean, we really could, but there's a lot of things going on here. You got the mom who's kind of showing a little bit concerned, but not too much concern because she's been brainwashed by the media. And then,
Right. Well, I mean, I guess it's a doctor because they got a stethoscope on.
mm-hmm. Yeah, he's given the jab.
Yeah, but the person on the left has got a stethoscope on.
Right.
So I think that's the actual doctor. Then the person giving the thing is like a nurse or an assistant or whatever.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the mom on the left.
No, that's what I was trying to say. Originally, I thought so as well, but then I noticed the stethoscope.
Hold on. So, oh, yeah, this is a doctor, and that's, yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't see it until I blew it up. See.
All right, and then go to the next image. It's more of like it's a part of a collection of coins.
Whoops. Sorry. No. Dug into the memes there.
Isn't there two images of coins?
I think so. I gotta get back into the thing. Let's see. Gotta get back into the memes. Okay, let's scroll up. Let's see. Hold on. Just a minute, folks. Whoa, fire. Where'd that come from?
I might have sent it to you on a separate. Like, oh, let me see if I can.
No. Here it is. Here it is.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. So that's one of like that was a close up of that coin in particular, but you can see it's part of I guess that's the backside of that silver one in the center.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be the other side of that coin, and then you got those other smaller ones. And all right, and then there's an article that goes with it. Let's see what's going. Let's see what they say about the this image. Let's go ahead and bring that article up. And let's see here.
Translate.
Yeah, good. Just scroll down.
Hold on. There. Wait. Yeah.
Yeah,
there
you did it. All right. So this is not just a symbol; it is a gesture in support of Ukraine on the 100th day of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. The Vatican's office of Philately and numismatics issued a special silver coin, 25 grams, dedicated to Ukraine. All of the proceeds from the sale of the currency worth 50
euros. Is it
euros?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Will be used to help Ukraine. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So let's scroll down.
Get a little scrolling action here.
The media the medal designed by Onetta Rossi and Daniel Longo at the request of Francisco Bergoglia measures 3.5 centimeter in diameter and was made with 23 grams of silver, 0.295 as it coined the world piece in Latin PAX and Ukrainian MNP, a dove with a olive branch in its beak, and the blasphemous prayer of Domenico Mimo Battaglia, Archbishop of Naples, on the face, while the cross depicts a family of three women, the mother, wife, and daughter of a Ukrainian soldier escaping from a ruined city. That's what's on this coin right below what I'm reading, by the way.
Okay.
This medal went on sale on May 20th with the initial print run of 3,000 pieces, but soon after a typo was noticed the year of Berglonia's pseudo pontificate was engraved with the number XII instead of X. So sales stopped immediately while the metal was corrected. It is unknown at this time the number of buyers of the edition with the number XII engraved on it.
So XII would be 12.
Yeah, instead of 10. So if you happen to have an XII one, that would be the rarity, since that production was stopped and then corrected. So I would definitely hold on to the miscorrection because as years go by, that'll be the one collectors want the most, right?
Oh yeah, that'd be worth a lot of money.
Right. It's not the first time something like this has happened. In 2013, the commemorative medal of election of Francisco Bergulo had a Lessus engraved instead of Jesus. Oh, who can make that mistake?
Hmm.
Being removed with only 4 buyers. So, oh man, only 4 of them. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying that seems a little too convenient for my taste.
Yeah, I know.
Hmm.
Who have a great fortune in their hands since the badly minted metals are worth hundreds of times more than those that are correct. Yeah, like we were just saying.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then on May 20th, a commemorative cone of coins of 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, and 50 cents. All right. Let's scroll. Let's see here. Let's take a closer look at the coin, ignoring the obvious propagandist accent that is made of the corona blank. The young man points with his left hand to the 0 of the figure 20, like I mentioned earlier. As Machiavelli said, think wrong and you will get it right. And in this case, it applies perfectly 0 as a veiled reference to Eurobro from Greek opabor, snake that eats its tail. Oh, okay. A symbol meaning the eternal cycle of things or useless effort. All right. Well, that's what that symbolizes.
And here's the oh wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
Satanic symbol there.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of symbols here. I just don't understand half of them.
Yeah.
I know that this one's a satanic symbol of some sort. And here's the one they mentioned about the snake eating its tail.
Right.
And let's see. Oh, sorry. That's looks like another thing eating its tail. Oh, here. Looks like a dragon eating its tail.
Yep.
So all of these are sort of symbols of what they're talking about.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Let's see. It says more here about it. The Eurobro.
Sorry. Go ahead.
The Eurobro is a symbol present in many ancient cultures, from Egypt to China, from Scandinavia to Benin, and from there to the Afro-Caribbean, Brazilian religious, but that has reached our days by Freemasonry via alchemy and Gnosticism. Thus, what the young man of the Vatican currently points to is the reign of the Antichrist, of which the regime of blank blank, by the way, still in force in the Vatican, is a sample. But on the other hand, perhaps this is a veiled confession that the effort of the blank blank has been useless, as they first said that it would be 2 doses, then 3, then 4, and to all end up saying, as they said, that it did not prevent blank, and silence that kills more than it intends to save. Yeah, I mean, I think we all get the point of what's going on here. Um, yeah, I mean, I can see how it could be a blank confession, as well as um, further indoctrination. So for those who can see, they see what they see. Like if you see it as support, then that's what it will symbolize to you. If you can see past the propaganda, then you might see the hidden, deeper meaning, the Gnostic meaning, if you will. Are you still there? Oh, okay. You stepped away.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I had to relieve myself there for a second. Sorry about that.
That's all right. I think we pretty much covered it, though.
Okay. I yeah, I sitting here drinking water and soda and whatnot. So yeah. No, but there is a lot of symbolism. In fact, too much to go into tonight, man. But I don't know, man. That's some strange and bizarre stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I thought
Mhm.
it was. It's not. I mean, I thought it was something definitely worth bringing up.
Oh yeah, interesting stuff. And I'll tell you what, man. Like I said, I'm not familiar enough with the symbolism and what's going on to get to dig into it deeper. Nor have I studied on it enough to give a complete analysis on the matter. But you know, even to a layman like myself, I mean, I could definitely see the evil and sort of deception that's going on there, and sort of what they're pushing for with these coins and the whole the message they're trying to get across. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, again, like at face value, pardon the pun, um, they show support for the thing. But if the hidden, deeper meaning, if you choose to go there, is just as relevant, if not even more so.
Man, I'll tell you what. Yeah, there's a lot of things like that that's bringing itself open to this world, and they're not even trying to hide it anymore. They're just bringing it to the surface, and
It's hidden in plain sight. Only those who choose to see it will see it, my friend.
yeah, you couldn't have said it any better than what you just did. So, I mean, with that being said, there is a lot of things, strange things going on in this world today, which we live in.
Yeah, speaking of hidden in plain sight, how about like a after school club? What do you
Mhm.
think?
Yeah, normally after school clubs are supposed to be a good thing. They're supposed to keep the youth of America, the youth of the students, active while their parents are maybe still be at work, or maybe they're too busy to be at home for some reason, or they can't exactly go home right after school, so they have to sort of they're sort of not latchkey, but they have to sort of do an after school activity, and not necessarily have to, but sort of after school activities are supposed to be sort of like a fun thing to do, or a
Or something positive and
yeah.
worthwhile, edifying for
Mhm.
your children? Yes.
Absolutely. Like athletic stuff, like sports or chess club or AVA club. I don't even know if they have that anymore, but just basically stuff like that.
I couldn't agree with you more. My kid comes home with a permission slip to participate in some after school club. I'm probably going to not think twice about signing it and just be glad that he or she is getting involved in something.
Connie Joe is taking a bath. All right, Connie Joe. Way to get clean. But anyway, and to relax, baths can be very relaxing. But anyway, She says she's going off chat, so we will keep her in our thoughts. As she's going off chat, we will continue to broadcast
All
for
right.
her bathing, listening pleasure while she's blaving, while she's bathing.
Yes, hopefully don't drop anything electric into the bathtub there, Connie. Be
Yeah,
careful.
like, your phone or anything like that that might be plugged in while you're watching or listening to us. But we do want you to listen to us, so please continue listening to us while you're bathing.
Okay, I think you've enunciated that enough there, my friend.
Oh, okay. Well, I hate to lose audience members while they're taking care of their
Personal hygiene.
yeah. Yeah, so but just be careful doing it. That's all we're saying.
All right. Now
Precautions must be taken.
back to school, my friend.
Oh, yes, of course.
So, my kid comes home with a permission slip to participate in some type of after school function. I'm not going to think twice about signing it. I'm going to assume it's a positive venture, my friend.
Oh, you file fires right on top of what we're saying, I believe. Yeah. So what's going on here is there's a thing going around, and it seems like it's weird because either everything weird seems to either happen in Florida or Pennsylvania.
Or
And
Illinois, even.
yeah, Illinois, my friend. Do, do not make me go over there in Florida and make you pronunciate Illinois correctly.
But down here in Florida, we don't call it Florida.
Well, what do you call it?
We call it Florida, my friend.
Oh, yeah, I should have guessed that. The way you guys are, hell, even I should have known that. DD74 says he could probably hear her taking a bath. What? Why would you be concerned about? Never mind. Never mind. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. That's going totally off topic, and we are here for one thing, and the one rule we cannot break is we cannot be lame.
I think we may have already broken that rule like 5 times already.
Oh no, not 5 times.
As long as we don't do it 6 times, we're okay.
Okay, well, let's not do it 6 times then. So, what are we talking about, you might ask? Well, a after-school Satan club, I might tell you.
Well, what do you mean an after school Satan club? You mean the kids after school are congregating to worship Satan?
Well, maybe not so much worship him, but maybe like talk about him. But it might be a form of worship. Yeah. We'll just say that it is worshiping Satan.
All right. Well, let's see what you got going.
Like normal kids do. You get out of school, and first thing in your mind is, "Hey guys, let's go worship Satan." Okay, cool.
Uh huh. That's what I used to do. Not.
I mean, that's a normal thing to do, isn't it?
I don't. Not in the school that I went to.
Oh, you didn't go to the school of, the Satan impaired?
Well, I might have went to that school, but I just didn't know it was called that.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, obviously. Obviously, it's just a normal everyday activity, like chess club or playing football or, anything.
All right. So, what do you got? Let's bring it up on the screen, my friend.
Let's bring it on screen, as Picard would say. On screen, number 1. Yes. Okay, I got a problem. Yeah. Where did you send it to?
Let me find it. Hold on.
Wait a minute. I think Armor Up might want to participate in this. Hold on. Let's see if Armor jumps in. I think he might want to talk about this.
All right.
I don't know. Seems like something that would be right down his alley. You know, he was into this stuff. You know, just saying.
It's in Shifty Sunday, and it's above the coins.
Above the coins. Okay. Here we go. All right, I'm getting to the coins. And, oh, yeah. There it is. Okay, which one should I show first? The Hey Kids After School Satan Clubs?
Yeah, I mean, you're actually just as familiar with them as I am.
Yeah. Well, here we
So,
go.
all right.
We'll show this video, and by the way, there's a very strange and unusual video or song to go with this. So just brace yourself, folks. That's all as I'm saying. Whoops. There we go. Okay, now we're in business, so to speak. Okay, here we go. That's okay. First of all, there's your opening. Satan's not an evil guy.
All right.
This is what
What
they're
do you say after that? Rewind it. I want to hear that one more time, and listen to the tone. Like it just. You remember the Halloween movie when they had the cereal or whatever all the kids were buying?
Was it the mask? The mask.
Yeah, the mask. Yeah, that's what this reminds me of. Like the jingle. Like, but anyway, yeah. Let's do that again.
By the way, there is no hell.
By the way, there is no hell. All right, and Satan's not an evil guy, my friend.
Yeah, apparently not. No, he just wants to. He wants to love us and to just embrace us in his loving arms, and he just wants to hang out and teach us,
hold us and love us and squeeze us and poke us with his pitchfork. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's not a bad guy at all.
All right, let's see what they got to say here.
Yeah, let's do.
It's a flyer with an eye-catching statement. Hey kids, let's have fun at After School Satan Club.
The flyer tells parents their child will learn about benevolence and empathy, critical thinking, problem solving.
Hey kids, let's have fun at After School Satan Club.
Wow, what a slogan.
I know.
Hey kids, let's have fun at After School Satan Club.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I can't imagine the horror that would go through my mind if I found out that my kid was going to that particular club. I don't care what they're telling them once they get there. The fact that my kid thinks that Satan Club is a cool thing to be at would just totally disturb me.
Yeah, I mean, it gets better, by the way.
All right. I can't. Worse, you mean?
I should say, yeah, worse.
A lot of people have said, is this a hoax? Is this for real? How can the Satan Club even be realistic?
The state of Pennsylvania recently rejected the club in its schools. While Satan clubs have popped up in the
state of Pennsylvania, that's where Armour's from.
Yeah.
Why does all the evil seem to follow him? I'm just saying.
I don't know that it does, but let's keep going.
Okay.
Other states like Illinois and Ohio.
Well, it follows me too, and you were from Ohio.
Yes, originally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got Florida guy.
Yeah. They got chapters popping up all over the place, my friend.
Yeah.
It's the first time the idea has found its way to North Carolina. They say it's a kid-friendly club.
That's right. Hard to believe, but that's exactly what they preach here. And this is the parental permission slip that they're handing out so your kid can participate. Here's the After School Satan website. They even have a children's book dedicated to this. Now, they say
a children's book.
Activities and lessons to be learned, but others believe it has no place around children.
Well, no.
Satan's not an evil guy. He wants you to learn and question why. He wants you to have fun and be yourself. And far away there is no hell.
Oh my gosh.
Science.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got going on here. All right, we got the goat with the sunglasses,
Mm-hmm.
and he's doing science, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And science is, they're about to tell us what science is. All right, let's go ahead.
So we understand the world. Satan looks for truth. Let's help.
Right there. Satan looks for truth. Yeah. Well, we
All
know
right.
that that's sort of the opposite of what Satan does. He exploits the truth and twists the truth.
Mhm.
I'm not quite sure he looks for the truth.
And you know, science is the key to the truth, my friend.
Yeah, science. Following science. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh my gosh.
Always treat you equal, whether you're black, white, or gay.
There we go. Boom. Right there.
yeah.
Okay. There's no agenda going on here at all.
No, nothing. Let's see what these books say. After School Satan, TST. All right.
All is said and done, Satan doesn't actually exist. He's an imaginary friend.
Imaginary friend.
Teach us how to live.
Who can teach you how to live.
Okay, so I wonder. Hold on. Let me exit the full screen
Did
here.
you see the Baphomet wink at you?
I'm wondering, where's Armor?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're going to have to wing this one on our own, my friend.
Well, because I sent him an invite, and I
Well,
really
he's
want his
probably in
input.
bed by now.
Well, I really kind of want his input on this, though, because I know he could tell us, like, all the symbolism and all the. I guess we could do this on our own, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, we don't have Armor on demand any more than we have Diva on demand.
Right? Okay. All right. Let's hey, there's Hannah Walker. Doesn't
All
look
right.
warm and fuzzy to me, she says. Yeah, I would happen to agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is kind of backward teaching here, but let's go on.
Where we sit down and we talk about Satan and we talk about religion and we talk about all of those things. Actually, those are thrown to the wayside, and they're based in science.
Uh-huh.
And
If they're
Science.
based in science, then why does Satan have any reverence or anything to do with? I don't get it.
Right.
I mean, he's in religion. She talks about religion is thrown to the wayside, but Satan is in the Bible. He's a huge part of religion.
Yes. But he doesn't. He doesn't. He's your friend, my friend.
And if he doesn't exist, then why is he such a big part of this thing? Why not just talk about science?
Right. He's your imaginary friend. Remember.
Your imaginary, yeah, your friend. That's the key word there. Your friend.
Yeah.
and more of cultural awareness.
We're not actually talking about Satan and Satanism because we have.
Okay, then why are you mentioning Satan in the name of your song? If you're not actually talking
Or the
about
name
Satan.
of your club, for that matter.
Yeah.
Why not make it the science after school science club?
Yeah.
I mean, I could even seem like I would be okay with that.
Yeah. But no, there's a lot of stuff going on here. And like I said on the other thing, we could talk about this all night, but
You know what? Here's what my knee jerk reaction is: they're doing it for the controversy, because you know how like we say, if they wouldn't have made it such a big deal, we wouldn't be even talking about it.
mhm.
I think they're kind of going that route. They're calling it this to make it a big deal, to get us talking about it, because they're getting free advertising.
That's true.
The news is talking about it, then and they're pushing the whole LGBTQ thing,
Yes.
and so many parents are indoctrinated now into trusting the science.
Yes.
So under the guise of Satan or science, I should say, they're bringing in followers for Satan.
No interest.
And they're using they're doing it. They're trying to say it's they're trying to downplay the Satan satanic thing and the thing, but I think that it's the shock value, because the kids are dumb enough. I can think idiocracy here. They don't go to church anyway, so they don't realize how wrong it is. They falsely think that it's cool, that they'll be part of something that's trending. That's imagine telling their social media followers they're part of the Satan Club. Think how many clicks they're going to get. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I mean, this is just my theory, but let's go ahead.
It's just that in our religion, science and reason is what is the most valued.
Why are you throwing religion in there?
Satan after school program. Why don't you call it the secular program or the science program?
Yeah.
Well, because we do want a shot at.
Okay, now here's the guy with the shifty eye. Like the weird eye.
Let's see what the weird eye guy has to say.
Yeah.
Redemption for the name. We legitimately identify as Satanists, and even though we're non-theistic.
Here we go.
They legitimately identify as Satanists, but what about before? What the other people were saying? See, they're trying to have it both ways.
Yeah, you can't have your cake and eat it too, pal.
You can't have your Satan and worship Jesus too, my friend.
Yeah.
Personally, that holds a lot of meaning to us. We're non-theistic, meaning we don't hold to supernatural beliefs, or we don't endorse supernatural beliefs. We don't believe in a literal Satan, but we do view Satan as a literary metaphor that stands for us a revolt against tyranny.
Then why?
And more specifically,
so look, he tried to say Satan represents a revolt against tyranny. So they're trying to make Satan woke, my friend.
Yeah.
Tyranny.
The Moline Coal Valley School District is required to provide equal access to all groups.
There's no point in calling up the principal. There's no point in calling up the superintendent.
In other words,
for allowing us in.
In other words, you have to do this, or else you have no choice.
What do you mean?
That's what he's trying to say here.
Well, I missed that. Rewind it. I didn't catch that.
He said there's no point in locking us out, or just listen.
Calling up the principal, there's no point in calling up the superintendent and berating them for allowing us in. It's the Supreme Court, and it's a
see. In other words, it's forced.
Oh, I see what you mean. What he's saying is you can't call up to the school and complain about the Satan Club, because the Supreme Court, they fall under some type of loophole because of the being the religion. I don't see how the religion would be it though, but let's find out. Let's see what kind of loophole.
See, he's trying to say it falls under religious rights, but they're not. But what they're saying is,
but that can't be true, because there's no religion. You can't have religion and at school.
Right. That's true. Yeah.
So there is a different loophole. Let's find out what loophole he's using.
There's a lot of people who express a lot of uproar about this, and they go to the school board, they complain to the principals, they complain to the superintendent, but the school board cannot overturn the Supreme Court. And
well,
there's no point in harassing them.
So could there be an I Hate Gays club or Black People Are Inferior club? And the answer, of course, is no, because the community, and I'm not advocating for either one of those things, but the community has some say in what its kids are exposed to on government property i.e. a public school. So you're just telling me that everyone's just kind of going along with it because Supreme Court.
Yeah. And that's the point I was trying to bring up is he's saying like basically we could do whatever we want because the Supreme Court backs it, and that's not necessarily true.
Well, I would like to understand more as to what loophole he's using under the Supreme Court thing. Like he didn't go. They didn't tell us.
No, not really, not in so many words.
I mean, they used the word Supreme Court, but they didn't say what ruling under the Supreme Court it fell under, or like what, where. Like, yeah, I would need to know that information because, like the other guy said, I mean, I mean, even because you open it, doesn't mean the public's going to allow it. I mean, if every parent shows up at the front door of the place you try to go in and is preventing them from conducting service, they're not going to have a club for very long. You see what I'm saying?
I think what he's saying in conjunction with this is that you cannot exclude clubs. Like you can't exclude like what Hannity was saying, or not Hannity, what's his name again?
Tucker Carlson?
Yeah, Tucker was saying was no, you can't really have specific clubs like black only club or white only club or something like that, because that would be going against the Civil Rights Act.
Right.
But if he's talking about freedom of religion has no place in schools because the schools have declared that there's separation between church and state.
Yeah, unless they're getting off on a loophole of it being after school and just being and using. See, again, I would have to know. I need to know this. We need to know the specifics. So, yeah, but whatever it is, they found some type of loophole and they're exploiting it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So basically, that the guy with the crazy eye is saying, "You can't shut us down. We can do this whether you like it or not." Basically, in no uncertain terms, is what he's saying, and that doesn't really make sense to me.
Yeah, again, we don't have enough information to know, but either way, look for one to pop up in a school district near you, and be sure to check the permission slip before you sign it.
Well,
I have a feeling that I still have enough faith in our society to believe that enough angry dads are standing at the entrance of the club and angry moms that the club's not going to be very successful.
If that's the case, so what he's saying is, like, if that's the case, then why couldn't you have an all-white supremacy club or an all-black supremacy club or stuff like that?
Well, again,
basically saying,
yeah,
I'm just going by what he's saying. What he's saying basically is you can't exclude clubs, and meaning if there's a club that you want to have that's an after-school club, you can't, like, the parents can't go and complain to the superintendent or to the principal or anything. There's nothing they could do about it, is what he's basically trying to insinuate.
Yeah, and I get all that. I mean, I'm 100% on board, man. I heard the same thing you heard. My point is, though, if there's 30 angry dads standing at the front door holding baseball bats and moms standing in front of the entrance, no kids getting in there.
Yeah.
And that the club ain't going to last. You see what I mean? If the community as a whole bans against it,
right,
then good luck with that. That's what I'm trying to say. Not whether the principal. I care less what the principal says. I'm not going to. The community as a whole shuts it down. It's shut down.
And I hope that happens.
Yeah.
However, in conjunction with what you're saying is, and I agree with you 100%. Don't get me wrong. I don't want no Satan Club in schools. That's ridiculous and stupid and irresponsible. But if I understand what he's saying correctly, and I think I do, is that the after school clubs don't fall under the same purview as like regular school rules, like no religion in school.
Yeah, there is some type of loophole being exploited. Now, they didn't tell us the exact loophole, or we could discuss that. Yeah. But yeah, it's obvious they're exploiting some type of loophole. That's the only reason why they were able to open it in the first place and get the fanfare that they've already received. But what it tells us more than anything else, my friend, is that again the degradation of our society is in the fact that the people would even that we even are having to have this conversation.
Uh-huh. Well, Satan's the enemy and he's very deceitful. And with that being said, it's off topic when it comes to rights and Supreme Court rulings and stuff like that. But, he's the enemy. He's very deceitful and he's getting these people's heads. And he's basically, they're using Satan as a portal of pushing the gay rights agenda and stuff like that. And it's very deceitful. And
and there's kids that are going to be influenced by it. I mean, well, whether we like it or not, there's already kids that are being influenced by it. There's already a child out there that is misinformed and thinks that Satan, in some way, shape, or form, can be his imaginary friend.
And that's a sad thing. The fact that they're using children, they're exploiting children in such a way that like you said, the dads and moms of America, they could stand up against this thing, and that's cool. I wish they would, and I wish more parents would think the way we think and do the right thing and stand up to this sort of shit. But at the same time, hey, Satan's very deceitful, like I said, and he's going to try to get a hold of our children. And that's the one thing we cannot let Satan do. We cannot let him win in that sense. And that's exactly what he's doing. And if you look at the very beginning of that video where they're saying, oh, no, there's no such thing as Satan, kids. He doesn't exist. Hell doesn't exist. And, all of that stuff. That's the deceitfulness of Satan himself, is letting them know that evil doesn't exist. I mean, what is the old saying? How it goes is, one of Satan's greatest trick, or one of the devil's greatest trick, was convincing people he doesn't exist, right?
Yep, very true, very true. Well said, by the way. I was looking at the comments while you were talking, and I see Philofire said, there is a Bible verse about the purpose of the children's during a certain times. And also Bone Breaking Action said, we need angry dads with baseball bats all over the place.
Yes, we do. Yeah, I agree with that.
And Hannah Walker said, dads this day and age don't know what a beating is for. And that's true as well. So really good comments here, by the way. Very, very good comments. I don't know if I can read them all, but Go Kart Bob said he's glad he doesn't have kids.
Yeah. It's, the thing is, though, man, if we don't stand up for what's right now, and we don't at least try to stop this thing before it gets out of hand. I mean, there's a lot of things in this world that's already out of hand. Like I don't really want to get into it here on the program, but, we've talked about it many times before, and even with having Armor on the channel, and, he has his whole Warriors Call channel where he talks about children sacrifice and the fact that they are sacrificed and Satan worshiping rituals and stuff like that. And that stuff does go on and has gone on for many years. However, it's gone on behind closed doors and we've barely heard about it. And now all of the sudden, as though there's been some kind of explosion and overexposure, they're doing it right in front of our faces. They're doing it right out in the open. It's as though they either don't care what we know, or it's getting towards that time where everything's getting exposed, and it's getting exposed for a reason. And you can either look at it two ways. You can look at it like, oh my gosh, the world is falling apart. And now, oh my gosh, all this stuff's happening. But it's always been happening. The only difference now is it's out in the open where we can see it with open eyes.
Well, I mean, that's definitely a huge factor. And it's the degradation. Like, for instance, like when, let me give you an example. Like, how do I say it? Like, my mom's mom thought Elvis was too much for my mom to buy because he was shaking his hips and doing the like sexual gestures in his dance or whatever, and then my mom was like, you shouldn't be watching those videos, like the ones with Madonna where she's talking about
the cross.
Yeah, doing this stuff with the cross and all of that kind of stuff. And then I'm what and then my kids, the stuff that they're exposed to is 10 times worse than the stuff I was listening to. And then now look at what now look at what's going to be there for her kids to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like it just keeps going another step further. You give it the inch and it takes a mile. And we're at a point now where it's so far gone that I don't know that we could ever bring it back.
The thing is, there has been, over the decades, there is if you look at the 1930s and the girls and the bathing suits were basically pants, that went up to the knees and whatever. And that was the thing back then. And then as you got into the 50s and 60s, you had the two-piece bathing suits. And that was like, wow, they're showing some leg, And then as it got more and more, you saw more and more skin and blah, blah, blah. But that's not quite the same thing. Now it's like we're talking about the LGBTQ, WXYZ, whatever communities and stuff like that, and how they're pushing for transgenders to be taught in school. All this other stuff that's coming out is way it's way worse than even that stuff that we were going through in a generation before us and the generation before us. It's not even about that. It's more or less now, more than anything, about the children and about the exploration of children and about the like he said about Satanism and all that. It's beyond that. It really is. It's how the devices have taken over our children's minds, and all the children are brainwashed into thinking that all of this is okay, that all of this behavior and all of this satanic rituals and stuff like that that's going on is okay. It's one thing. You're right. It's one thing to be skinalistic about the way we dress or the way we act a certain way or the way we used to cuss. I mean, if you look at commercials, even remember television commercials 20 years ago, they weren't allowed to cuss. And now where we at with today's society is they're even cussing in commercials. I mean, you see it in the ads and stuff, and it's getting even worse when you are considering teaching children about, about anal sex and about different forms of sex and stuff like that. And the excuse that they're using is way out there, and it's just deliberate. It's not even being hidden, and all the stuff is in plain sight.
Yeah, I mean, we're having drag shows where parents are bringing their kids to drag shows now. I mean,
Right.
it's like the how do I say it? I really do believe that it's like, how do I say, like, the it's so far gone that the parents are actually wanting to make their wanting to anoint their kids to this indoctrination. They're willingly sacrificing their kids. They're handing they're basically handing them over. Like I said, that they would be standing there with bats, but I bet you that's the opposite is what's happening. I bet you at that next meeting after it was on the news, there was 50 parents that signed their kids up for it because they want their kids to be part of the club.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe 5 showed up in protest and 50 showed up for it.
It all goes back to what you said a long, long time ago on the broadcast that we had. We go back to the whole Satan thing. There was actually, and I'll say it, I'll let you say it in your own words, about a person who was in one of your classes who stood up and announced that they were actually a Satanist.
No, a Luciferian, to be exact.
Well, yeah.
Which is close enough.
We're splitting hairs there, but I mean,
But
really.
still, yeah, and they were proud to admit it. And then nobody seemed to have contest with it in my new hire class. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that this world is a sad state of affairs, and I hate to be one of those guys that say the end is near. I don't like that, and I don't like the psychologically that goes psychologically the psychology that goes along with it. But at the same time, it really does seem like we are at the end times. And I hate to say that, but our children are getting exposed to more and more. Well, go ahead, my friend.
We had women's rights, I grew up, I remember hearing a lot about women, getting treated fairly in the workplace and getting, closer to equal pay than men and being able to get the same type of, promotions and blah, blah, blah. And I remember I was raised by a single mom. So I was real mindful of that because, I mean, I knew that our livelihood depended on my mom's ability to be able to get promoted to management and to have a career where she could earn enough money to provide for us, and et cetera, et cetera. And now we have the new documentary that just recently came out that is getting lots of accolades. And what you see trending on the news and with the new Supreme Court nominee, that Jackson lady or whatever, is like people can't even tell you what a woman is. That what is a woman is the name of the new documentary. You go and you ask anybody in a substantial place in social media, what is a woman? They can't give you an answer because they're afraid they're going to get canceled if they tell you what a woman is. Because now you can't. It's an obscure thing because nobody wants to define it. It's crazy, my friend.
I was muted up, but I totally agree with that, and I'll tell you, it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse, and there doesn't really seem to be any end to it. But one thing I could say for sure is it's all mindset, and I think that if we, as individuals, can sit our kids down, sit them to the side, and set standards now. We've got to do it now because you can't wait till later. You can't wait till they get older or whatever because they've already reached that age, 13, 14, 15 years old, where they have to learn that there is evil in the world and there is a difference between, equalness and racism. There's a difference between that and what's the word I'm looking for here? Superiority and there's another term I'm trying to find here. I can't find the time, but we'll get back to the equal rights thing. The whole women's lib thing. Women's lib used to be about women having rights, the same equal amount of rights for women as there is men. And now it has nothing to do with that. They don't want to be equal to men, some of these movements. They want to be more superior to men. They want to be above men, much like, and I hate
They want
to
to just obscure what the sex is at all. Like a man isn't even a man. A woman isn't even a woman. There's not just two genders anymore. It's like 16.
Yeah. And the thing is, our children are so brainwashed through social media, stuff like YouTube and what's the 1 minute deal? TikTok and all the other social medias, Facebook and all of that. They're so brainwashed, they don't know the difference anymore. And I think it is up to us, the parents, to set them to the side and say, hey, no, that's not how it works. I think it really is our responsibility to set them to the side and tell them and teach them these things before it's too late.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I agree with you. The thing is, it's you versus the rest of the world. Right. I mean, it's you versus what they're going to learn in school. It's you versus what your child. Are you going to let your child on any social media platforms because they're going to be exposed to it? Are you going to let your kid on the internet because they're going to be exposed to it? Are you going to let your kid watch a movie because it's going to be put in the agenda is going to be put into every Disney movie that comes out in the near future? It's going to be on and almost all the music that you listen to on the radio, and it's even going to be even when the news covers it, they're going to act like it's something that the people that are against it are the bad guys. They're going to put the dad trying to tell the kid that everybody else is wrong and label him as a disinformationist. Your dad gave you disinformation, young child. Let us set you straight. Yeah. Lucifer is your friend.
And that's the sad part about society or where it's heading now. And what you have to really do is you have to, I'm not saying limit your kids to what their social media is, but you have to set them to the side at some point.
Well, it's come to a point where we're going to have to find like-minded individuals, have make sure that you have other people, only that your child is around other people who support your values and your morals. Yes. And that you have either a church or a congregation or at least a large group of people, and you don't let it be penetrated by those that don't. I mean, it's coming to the point where you'll literally have to form small compounds of like-minded individuals to protect yourselves. That's really essentially what it'll break down to.
That's the sad thing is that, Satan, the enemy, whatever you want to call him, is targeting our children. And children are the most vulnerable because their minds are like sponges, and whatever goes in is what is collected, and they absorb all that. And when they do that, and they do that through social media, and unfortunately, there really is no proofed way to block social media from kids. You can put a block on your computer or whatever, but they're going to pick up on this either from the schools that they go to or their friends, their peers, their, whatever. And the only thing you can really do as a parent is, like I said earlier on, is to sit them to the side and say, hey, no, that's not how the world works. And, I think it would help if you take your children to church regularly, and maybe
But even the churches are getting it now. You saw that thing we had the other day. All hail the blank gods. Remember her?
Yes, yeah.
So
But
you got to even be careful which church you go to.
Well, the other thing you could do is sit down and sort of do Bible teachings. You could sit down and you can try to put it in their heads, but again, they have individual minds, and whoever they associate with and this and that, that's who they're going to believe in the long run. So, what can you do as a parent to sort of filter out all the negative and put in positive?
Yeah, you got to make sure you got to be aware of everything they're being exposed to. You got to make sure that they understand what the real is, and and also how to identify the stuff when it comes their way, and then also how to pretend to be how to pretend that they're not how to be socially acceptable, because if they're the only kid in class that is knowledgeable of the Bible and the teachings, and everybody else is talking about their preferred pronouns when the teacher's doing roll call, and hers is just normal, then everybody's looking at her like she's the weirdo. She's got to learn. She's your child has to know how to play along as well as not follow. It's going to be tricky. The way things are going, it's almost like we're going to have to have a separate society of people that want to play along with the new world order, and those who want to keep the conservative, or at the very least moderate moral values.
You bring up a good point, and I actually, my girlfriend, one of her daughter who lives with her, I tried to debate some of this stuff with her, and she's into the whole gay community and all that stuff and the different flags. And the other day, I think she was talking about the rainbow flag and this flag and that flag and so forth and so on. And I told her what I should have said, or what came to my mind at the time, says, we're all united by one flag in this country. And probably I was wrong. We shouldn't have any flags, because flags are divisive to begin with. However, I did come up with this. I said, you know what? Forget about all those other flags. We're all brought together by one flag, under one nation, under God. Or at least that's the way it used to be, and that's the flag of the United States of America. But nobody believes in that anymore. And really, and in reality, there shouldn't be any flags. That's divisive. It is. Any country, every country.
Well, the purpose of a flag is actually to unite. But
right,
now
it should be. Yes.
Yeah, but now the American flag is seen as a racist thing,
which is ridiculous.
It no longer you can that even that symbol is no longer able to unite us. That in and of itself is scary.
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to tell her. I said, look, all of these flags mean nothing. They're just flags. I said, do you see heterosexuals with their own flags? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, no, that's not the way it should be. There shouldn't be. And the reason why I bring up flags is because they are divisive. No matter what you are, no matter what country you're in, They really are divisive when you think about it.
Well, they
And
divide us from other countries. Like,
well,
you
not
know,
only that, but sexuality. And I said sexuality is something that should be kept between you and your partner. Why is there a parade for everything? I I never understood that, and I never will. And I have nothing against what your sexuality is, but why should your sexuality be out in the open? And when we were young adults and growing up, our sexuality wasn't so exposed that everybody knew who we were with and what we were doing. That's something that should be completely private. And
yeah.
I
I
know
mean,
I'm going
yeah,
off
I get what
topic.
you're saying.
I
I
know
do.
I'm going off topic here just a little bit, but kids are taught this through social media, and it's gotten so bad that the other day I saw an article about a group of kids who tried to argue about having litter boxes in the bathrooms because some people identified as cats. Now, can you believe that?
Well, now, what did you just say about cats?
That some people identify as cats.
Okay, some people identify as cats. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, at this point,
How
yeah.
ridiculous is that?
I mean, it's perfect.
But I mean, how silly is it? Do you think a whole entire school board is going to agree that there should be litter boxes in the bathrooms?
Okay, yeah. Now you're freaking me out, dude.
No, this is true. It's an article. Look it up.
Was there a newspaper for the people who identify as dogs?
I don't know about that one, but there definitely is about cats. Poll the audience. They're saying stuff about this.
All right. How about a little bucket of water for those who identify as ducks?
I know, right? When is that going to happen? But no, there was kids at believe it or not, an elementary school of all places. And elementary is what, 6th through 8th grade, something like that.
Yeah, well, elementary is 1st through 5th grade.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. So I'm a little wrong on that, but anyway. So the argument was they were telling the parents and the principal and whatnot, we want litter boxes in the living room, the bathroom, because some of the students here identify as cats. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm not surprised. I mean, yeah, I believe it.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And they were now when we were in school, if we had came to our parents and said, "Hey, I identify as a cat," what do you think our parents would have done to us?
Well, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have put a litter box in the bathroom for me.
Yeah.
I can tell you that much.
I can tell you one thing. I probably would have got an ass whooping. I'm just saying, there wouldn't have been no argument, and that would have been the end of the discussion. And yeah, that would have there wouldn't have been no litter box for us humans.
Yeah,
Who identify as cats. But you probably identify with that, right? You're a cat, so
yeah. But again, I mean, I just I digress. I think we've I think we've I think we've made our points anyway. I think it's time. I don't know. I'm ready to move on to a new topic.
Well, either a new topic or we can close the show.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea considering where we're at on the time frame. I had one other thing, but it would take us another hour to cover it, so we're gonna have to wait and do it next time.
Wait. What's the one other thing though?
Oh, yeah. I don't want to give it away. I want to hold on to it. We'll do it next time.
Well, can we do a little teaser?
No, it'd be better just to save it.
Well, I was thinking maybe we could do it on Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, Taco Tuesday would be perfect. See what I did there?
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, I see what you did there. No, hey, I'd like to thank everybody who joined us here on this here Shifty Sunday Father's Day special. And boy, what a Father's Day special it was there, especially towards the end. And we're talking about how to handle your children. Keep the children safe. Like Armor Up always says, prayers for the children. And I really, truly do believe in that. Excuse me, prayers for the children, my man.
Yep, prayers for the children. And happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I'm going to give the room a quick shout out for as
You're
far
gonna
as
do it. Okay.
as far
Go
as
ahead.
my scroll will let me scroll, or better yet, I'll see if I can bring up YouTube.
I will
real
correct
quick.
you if you're wrong, by the way. I will.
All right. Just bear with me for a minute here while I bring it up.
Bear lamb with you.
Yeah, barely am with me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And what's taking you so long?
I had to go to YouTube because I can only go so far. All right, so I know DD74 was here.
Uh-huh.
You guys can hear me, right?
I hope they can, because I
All
can.
right. Philo Fire, Honest Hunter O'Biden, Hannah Walker, Bone Breaking Action.
Bone breaking action where Shifty Sunday is real.
Go Kart Bob.
See, you got to do screech. I can't do it as good as you can.
In the studio.
Beep, beep, boop.
Oravorimax.
Rant.
And I can't go up any farther than that.
Oh.
Philo Fire, I already said. In the studio, I already said.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's all I'm seeing.
Hell no. There's Connie Joe.
Oh yeah, Sweet Connie Joe. I just saw her.
Uh-huh.
And that's it.
No, sir. You are wrong. There's wait a minute. Maybe you're right. Hey, good shout out, man.
All right. Well, let's wrap this up and put a bow on it.
Oh, sorry, I stepped on you. Didn't mean to step on you, Saggy.
No, go ahead, sir. It's all you.
Did you say DD74?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. Well, you know who I'm surprised is not here?
Michael Fontaine.
Yes, Michael Fontaine.
Oh, I forgot to say Bear Lamb. He was here earlier.
Yeah, otherwise known as Lotar 900. You know who is here, though, that you didn't mention? Eddie Von Kuhn with a wrench.
All right, Eddie Von Kuhn.
Uh-huh. Did you say Oravorimax?
Yes, I did.
Oh, did you? All right, you're right on top of things, my man. Okay, cool. Well, hey, it's kind of hoping Armor Up would jump in here with his ideals on the whole Satan after school club, but it's all good. It's all good. Sweet Connie Joe, thanks for being here with us, Philo Fire. I always want to say Philo Fire for some reason,
I do know.
I think that's a disability of mine. And you know what? We've gotten way too far with the damn disabilities, man. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, thanks for joining us for Shifty Sunday. This has been one hell of a good Shifty Sunday. And, I'm glad to have you back, Saggy. You missed, what was it, 2 live streams?
Yeah. I think so, yeah. That was about right.
Yeah. I think the heat's gotten to you.
Something like that. Well, the last one technically wasn't my fault. I never got invited.
I know. Well, I tried to contact you, but I didn't try the right way. I didn't try to call you or anything.
It's all good. We'll see you guys on Taco Tuesday.
I hope we do. And you know what? Maybe we'll try to play a game. Try to play some Name That Tune.
All right, sounds cool.
So yeah, I'd like to thank everybody who joined, participated here on Shifty Sunday. We got 11 viewers right now. Isn't that cool?
That is cool. That's like one better than 10 and not quite as good as 12.
That's right. And hey, I like to say a special thanks for everybody who's going to watch this later, like good old, what's her name? Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, Nicole Ackerman.
That's right, Nicole Ackerman. She's the unsung hero of Shifty Sunday. And, this has been a very special Father's Day, Shifty Sunday. And, I thank you for being here, Saji, because if it weren't for you, I'd be getting some shenanigans with Dan's voice and, do the whole Dan thing. And, well, that would just be crazy, man. Why would you want me to be Dan?
You would sound like a potato head, my friend.
Yes, I would. He loves potato heads, though. I could see him just in the floor of his bedroom, just playing with potato heads and, doing the whole thing. But I got a good going out for Dan here. Hold on.
All right.
Hold on. Here we go. Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us here at Shifty Sunday. And this has been Scare Performance, along with Sagittariusly Speaking and Fizzy. Wait, wrong side of the cheek. There you go. And we'll see all you yahoos next time on another edition of Shifty Sunday. This is Scare Performance out. Whoops. Wrong button, y'all. Wrong button. Actually, I don't have an exit. But yeah. Been fun hanging out with you guys, and stay cool, everybody. See you next time. Well, that does it for tonight's show. It's been real, and it's been fun. And yes, it's even been real fun. But as all good things do, they must end. But remember, there will always be another show. Well, at least I hope there'll be another show. As long as my internet keeps going and I'm still alive, I guess there'll be another show. But anyway, until next time, remember that snakes don't always bite. But when they do bite, oh, brother, it really hurts. So long, everybody. Ha ha. Yeah. Hey, do you like this music? It's completely free. Oh yeah. Dig that jam. Ha ha. See ya. Wow. That was a hell of an ending. Hey. It was a good show.
Wait a minute. Fire said, "Is this pre-recorded?" So I just wanted to read her comment so I could tell her so she would know. Because I couldn't do that if it was pre-recorded.
It's not pre-recorded. This is the real Dan, by the way.
Well, how's it going, Dan?
Well, it's hey, aren't we supposed to be ending the show?
Yeah, this is like the after show, the after party.
Oh, yeah.
For those who stuck around this long late, it's like the bonus Easter egg at the end of the credits.
Wow. Yeah, we're going to be doing a show on Taco Tuesday, and the real Dan will be here.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you are the real Dan, aren't you?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, all right.
You know,
So you'll be here.
I like Taco Tuesday because I'm Mexican. So, yeah, no, seriously, I'm Dan Garcia. Damn it.
I know you are, Mr. Scare Performance, sir.
Yeah.
No offense was intended, my friend.
Okay, cool. Well, hey guys, yeah, it has been a good time here on the Scare Performance channel, and we'll see all you cats real soon.
You mean potato heads?
Oh yeah. Well, can I have a redo?
Sure. Take two.
Take two. We'll see all you potato heads real soon. Good night, everybody.